Hello, everyone. It's really good to see you all here. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about myself, my school, and my students who are participating in the Amigo program. And I'm going to be sharing all that with you. But first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Lorraineflores, and this is my sign name. I was born in Texas in a little town called Corpus Christi. It was in southern Texas. I have two brothers and two sisters, and I'm the youngest, and I'm the only one who's deaf. The rest of them are hearing. Growing up, I went to a mainstream school, and when I graduated, I went to Gallaudet, which was my very first deaf school. I studied sign language communications, which is basically ASL, and when I graduated, I had my bachelor's degree, but I wasn't done with my schooling. So I went to Western Maryland School and got my master's degree in teaching ASL. And I taught ASL to hearing students. And my job was to help improve their communications in ASL. After about 5 years, I decided that I was interested in teaching deaf students, and I sent in an application to Fremont, and now I moved here and I'm working here. And I've been here for 3 years, and I'm really enjoying myself. The kids are really great, and it's been a really good experience for me. So now that you all know that my background is in signing, I'm going to talk about the school. This school has foreign students as well as deaf students who don't have any language, and they sign with gestures. And basically what I do is I help teach them sign language and get them to transition over to speaking or signing in American Sign Language rather than see or gestures or things like that. And I work with students from elementary school all the way up to high school. Now I'm going to be sharing with you what this school does as far as with their Spanish students, and it's pretty interesting. Spanish students from elementary school to high school participate in monthly meetings called Amigo meetings. And it's to help them develop pride in themselves. And, it's not just students from Mexico. These students come from Peru, Costa Rica, Spain, all over the place. And it's really cool for them to be able to interact with each other. And they get to see that other students are experiencing the same things that they are. So once a month they get together and they get to sit down and talk about any problems that they're having in school, and it's an open floor where they can feel like they're in a safe place and not be judged or anything. And it's not just problems that they're having in school, it can be problems that they're having in the outside world as well. And if they don't know how to handle it, they can come to these meetings and express themselves and realize that other students are having the same issues, and they build that connection. And the whole key to this program is support. Now, a lot of parents don't use sign language at home with their students, so I think this is a really nice place for the students to come and get that language. Now, I really want to emphasize that it's important for parents to learn sign language because it helps the students learn as well. Um, so I told you that they have this once a month meeting. So this meeting isn't just for sign language or for Spanish, but it's for anybody who's having problems. They can come in and talk. We had a Spanish woman come and present to them. Um, oh, right. Also, the school is involved in a bunch of different events, like we have a celebration every year that the students are involved in. And they go to different places and get involved in this. Many places will ask us to be involved in what they're doing, ask us to sell drinks or water or soda, and some of that profit goes back to our organization, which is really cool. It teaches the students how to handle money and how organizations make a profit. And then once our club has money, the students get to decide what they want to do. So they'll have a meeting and everybody involved will vote, and we'll get all different kinds of requests that students want. And there's so many things that we didn't even know, and the students didn't know that that was how a meeting was run. So it's an opportunity for them to learn that. We have a president, a vice president, a secretary, a treasurer, and we get to explain to them what the roles of all of those office positions are. One of the students didn't know what the president of the club did, and I told him it's just like the president of the United States. And the student was shocked that that's what a president did, that they had to get up in front of the class and present. It was pretty interesting. So then the students will get up and, they might start off kind of nervous, but by the second or third meeting, they're getting up in front of the class and it's no big deal. And all of the students are participating and talking about what they want to do. And they're giving and sharing their ideas with each other. The secretary asked, what am I supposed to do? And I had to explain that their job is to take notes so that way when they come to a meeting, if they don't remember what they had discussed the month before, the secretary has all of that written down and it's easier to remember. And the treasurer's job is to track the growth of the club. And to keep track of the money for the club so that way if they want to have a party, they know how much money they have that they can spend. Now we've got a better understanding of what the Amigos group is for. And when these students graduate and they go out into the hearing world and they can understand how all of these different systems run, like the government. Now, right now, our club is really small, and that's fine, but the more people we get to join and the more profit we get, I hope to see the group continue to grow. Right now, we have 6 or 7 year olds in the club that see what the president does, and they just, they talk about how they want to grow up and they want to be the president of the club, and it's great. We have to tell them, just be patient, keep coming every month, and it's really cool just to see how excited they are. We have a lot of kids here. About 20% of the students at the school are Spanish speaking. But, I'm not good at math. It's a big number. Maybe about a fourth. And if they didn't have this organization, I don't know what they would do.